So, hi. I just wait till a few more people come in before we start. I hope you're doing good. This class will be in English, so it's a bit different today. I have two things before we start. First, you might need a cushion. So if you have a cushion somewhere, grab it. And the second thing is that my Wi-Fi is not the best. So if there's something like this live stream is not working, please don't worry or don't be disappointed. I will upload this afterwards so you can still practice with me, but fingers crossed, hopefully it should work today. Yeah, I just wait for a few more seconds. So, okay, I think maybe we just start. You can come to your mats. And we start today laying down on our mats. So a bit different. You can bring your soles, your soles of the feet together and bring your knees spread apart, like you should see a diamond shape in between your legs. And then you just can lay down and relax for a moment, because we start here laying down just to have a bit more space for our bodies to breathe. You can bring your hands onto your belly. If you want to bring the floor up to you when your knees are far away from the ground and it's really intense for your hips, then you can place a block or cushion underneath your knees. Should feel really good. And then we just want to take a few moments to observe our breathing. Just try to focus on pushing away your hands with every time you inhale. And then release everything when you exhale. Maybe you have a hard time right now to calm your mind, to calm your thoughts. So this is the perfect time to just try to shift your focus to your breathing. Try if you can notice the little break between every inhalation and exhalation right at the top. And when you do, then don't change anything, just observe. And then slowly starting to elongate your breath. Just there, your breath is going to be a bit more deep, a bit longer. And maybe you want to set yourself an intention for today. Could be anything. Maybe the first thing that pops up in your head. And then take 3 more deep, energizing breaths. And after your third exhalation, you can bring your hands to your legs, to your knees, and slowly bring your knees together to touch. And then bring your knees to your chest and give yourself a hug. And then you can grab the outer edges of your feet from the inside. And then you just slowly try to bring your right leg up so that the sole of your feet is facing the ceiling. I know it's really intense right at the start for the hips, but don't worry. If this is too much, you can also grab your ankle and just try to explore your hip movement. If this is okay for you, then you can bring your left leg up at the same time for your full happy baby. If not, then just do one leg at a time. You can do right and left. You can be stable in the position. Just do whatever feels good right now. And then you can slowly release your hands, but keep the legs in this position and try to activate your feet. And your hands are still inside of your legs. And then you also try to activate your hands and try to bring your palms up to the ceiling. So like a position when you're standing and you want to go into handstand. So really be active here. Activate your whole body. And then try to press your legs against your arms and try to press your upper back into the mat. So you should immediately feel it in your legs and in your core. And then try to inhale here. And when you exhale, lift your chest and lift your head up from the mat and try to be as active as you can. This should be feeling really intense. And try to breathe and really press your legs into your arms. Don't lose your breath. We stay here for another 3, for 2, and then for 1. And then slowly release and bring your hands under your knees. And then just rock forward and back just a few times. Maybe when you've done 3 or 4, last time, you sit up on your bum with a nice straight spine and lift your feet off the floor for your first boat pose. We start intense right at the beginning. If you want to, you can release your hands and then just stay here. If you have a nice core and a lot of flexibility, you can also straighten your legs or just stay here. But try to embrace the energy that is flowing through your body right now. Don't lose your breathing. We stay here just for a few more seconds. Maybe you come a bit more lower. Feel the shiver. 3, 2, and 1, and release. Really good. And then you just can come into a cross-legged seated position, or you come sitting onto your heels. It doesn't matter right now, we just want to take a few seconds to warm up the wrists. For this, we bring our palms to touch, and then open the palms, but keep the wrists together. And then we just roll over the wrists. I don't know really how to explain this, but just try to do the movement that I do. Going forward and back, just to roll over the wrists and send them some love. Really good. Then we stop here, and then we bring the left hand on top of the right and activate the arms. And then we press down the right hand with the left hand so that we have the stretch in our wrists. And this can be really intense, so be mindful with it. And then slowly release and switch sides. Bring the right hand on top and press your left hand with your right hand down. Really good. And then we release, just shake it out for a second. And then we bring our hands in front of us and make a fist. And then we open a fist and close, open, close. And then we do this really, really fast. Just like you would sprinkle some water off your fingers. Really good. Stick with it. Then bring your hands over your head and keep going. Really fast. A bit more fast. And then you can bring your hands to the side. Still going fast with your movement. Should be getting harder. And then to the front. 3, 2, and 1, and release. Really good. And then you can bring your left hand to the mat and bring your right hand over your head for a nice body stretch on the right side. And then you can bring your right hand to your left knee, or just to your left side if you're on your knees. And on your next inhalation, you bring your left arm over your head for a stretch on the left side. And then you can also bring the left hand to your right knee so that you now have crossed arms. And then you can release your hands from your knees and bring your hands together. If you are able to wrap them around for your full eagle arms, then do this. If not, just stay here and press the tops of your hands together. And when we inhale, we bring our arms up to the sky. And when we exhale, we slightly round the back and tuck the chin to your chest. Inhale, come up. And exhale, nice protraction of the shoulder blades. Inhale up. And exhale down. And then you can slowly release and bring your right hand to the mat and bring your left arm over your head. We do the same thing on the other side. Nice stretch again on the left side. And then bring your left hand to your right knee. Inhale, bring the right hand up over your head. And exhale, right hand to your left knee. And now we release the hands from the knees. Wrap around, or just stay here and press them together. When we inhale, we lift up the arms. And exhale, round the back. Inhale up. And exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale up. And exhale one more time, protract the shoulders. And then we slowly release, shake out the hands. And then we come forward to our tabletop position. We just rock slightly forward and backward just to warm up our wrists a bit more, because we are going to be a lot on our wrists today. So that's really important that you have warm up your wrists to prevent any injury. Nice. And then you can tuck your toes and press your hips up and back for your first downward facing dog. Your legs are hip distance apart, your hands are shoulder distance apart. You can keep your knees nice and bent, and your neck relaxed between your arms. And then when you inhale, you can look between your hands and step to the front of your mat. and land into your forward fold. So just hang over your knees, over your legs. You can bring your feet hip distance apart and just grab the opposite elbows and just hang there for a second. You can swing side to side. Shake your head yes and no. And then we slowly make ourselves to standing position by rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Roll the shoulders back, roll the head back, and land into the upright standing position with the palms facing forward, the big toes touch, and then head over heart and heart over pelvis. Really good. When the next time you inhale, bring your arms over your head, bring your palms to touch, and exhale, we come forward into a forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Have a nice long spine. You can place your hands to your shins, to your quads, or to the ground. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold again. And then exhale, plant your hands and step back to your plank position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Try to protect your shoulders, but keep your hips low. Then we inhale here again. And on the exhalation, you bring your knees to the mat and lower down all the way. Untuck your toes, inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest up for your baby cobra. And exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale again, lift your chest, and exhale down. Tuck your toes, bring yourself back to your heels, and then lift your hips up for your downward facing dog. Stay here for one deep breath. And on your next inhalation, you can look between your hands and step or hop forward into your half forward fold. And exhale for your forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, bring your hands over your head. And exhale, palms to your heart center. Inhale up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. And exhale, plant your hands, step back into your plank position. Stay here for the inhalation. And exhale, lower down completely. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your chest for your baby cobra. And exhale, all the way down. Tuck your toes. Bring yourself to your heels, and then all the way up to your downward facing dog. Stay here. Inhale deeply. And exhale, maybe sigh it out through the mouth. And inhale, look between your hands, and walk, step or hop to the front of your mat. Land into your half forward fold. And exhale, forward fold. Then inhale, come all the way up, bring your arms and hands over your head. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, fold forward, hinging from the hips. Inhale, half forward fold. And exhale, plant your palms, step back into your plank position. Inhale here, lower half with your knees, or completely down, or stay here in your chaturanga. And then inhale, lift yourself up to your upward facing dog with your knees lifted, or baby cobra, doesn't matter. And then exhale, push yourself up and back for your downward facing dog. Really good. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale, look between your hands and come forward your way for your half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold completely. Inhale, bring your hands all the way up, and exhale, hands to your heart center. Really good. Your first 3 sun salutations. We flow through a variation of Sun Salutation B for this. When you inhale, bend your knees and sit down low. Bring your hands over your head. Try to sit low, but have a nice long spine. Stay here. Inhale again. And exhale, come down into your forward fold. Hinge from your hips. Inhale, half forward fold. And then exhale, plant your hands, step back and flow through your version of vinyasa. So inhale here. Exhale, lower with your knees, half or completely to the mat. Then inhale, baby cobra, big cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to your downward facing dog. On your next inhale, you bring your right leg, your right foot in between your hands. If this is hard for you, then just help your leg with bringing it between your hands and then lower the back knee down, untuck your toe. And then be mindful with your knee so that your knee is over your ankle. And then when you inhale the next time, bring your hands and arms over your head and exhale, sit low. Inhale here. And exhale, bring your hands behind you for your like airplane arms and straighten your right leg. Try to balance it here. Your spine is straight and over your right leg. Just try to stay here for a few seconds. If you fell out, then just come right back in. And the next time you inhale, we come into your low lunge. And exhale, we do this again, a bit more dynamic. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, and exhale, lean forward. Inhale one more time. And exhale, straighten your right leg. And inhale, come forward. And then plant your hands, tuck your toes, and step back into your downward facing dog. You do this on the other side. So when you're ready, you can bring your left foot in between your hands and lower the right knee down to the mat, untuck your toe. When you inhale, bring your arms over your head and exhale, sit down low. Really good. Inhale here and exhale, bring your arms behind you, straight to your left leg and lean with a straight spine forward. Inhale into your lunge and exhale, lean forward. Inhale here and exhale, arms behind you for your airplane arms. Inhale again, one last time to your runner's lunge. Then inhale, arms overhead and exhale, plant your hands, tuck your toes, step back into your downward facing dog. And then you can lower your knees and land into your tabletop position. So shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knee. And then try to suck your navel in so that you're not here. So really suck it in for a nice stable tabletop position. And then bring the right foot behind you. Lift your foot, your leg. Try to balance it out, engage your core. And then inhale here, lengthen your leg. And exhale, round your back and bring your knee to your nose. Really tuck it in. Inhale, bring your leg back. And exhale, bring your knee to your right elbow. Inhale back. And knee to your left elbow. Really try to bring it as high as you can. We do it again. Inhale, long leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale and exhale to the right side. Inhale and exhale to the left side. Inhale again and then release. We do the same thing on the other side. So inhale, bring your left leg behind you. Try to keep your hips level so that you're not pushing it all the way up. Inhale, try to lengthen And exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale back. And exhale, knee to the left elbow. Inhale up. And exhale to the right elbow. Really good. One more time. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to nose, round your back. Inhale. Exhale to the left side. Inhale. And exhale to the right side. Inhale back. And exhale. You can sit down to your heels. Just shake out your wrists for a second. You're doing great. And when you're ready, you can come to your downward facing dog again. Tuck your toes and press your hips back. If you want to pedal your feet and bring your heels to the ground, or do whatever movement feels good. If you want a side stretch, you can do it. And then try to be stable in your dog. And then we flow through a little sequence to get our heart rate up. When you're ready, you can bring your right leg up to the sky without opening the hips. When you exhale, we do the same thing as right now. Bring your knee to your nose, come into your plank position and round your back. Inhale, bring your leg up high. And exhale, bring your knee to your right elbow. Really good. Inhale up. And exhale, bring your knee to your left elbow. You can stay here if you want, or you can try just to straighten your leg and bring your foot to the ground. Just try. It's a bit strange at first. And if you want to, you can try to release your left hand and bring your left arm over your head. Just try, get creative. Get out of your comfort zone. When you inhale, you can lift your right leg up to the sky again. And exhale, step your foot between your hands, lower down the back knee. Inhale, bring your arms over your head. And exhale, just bring the left hand near your foot and open yourself up to the right side with your right hand, reaching for the sky. If your neck is okay, you can look up to your hand. But try to keep your right hip to the back. Inhale here, one more time. And when you exhale, you stay with your arms like this and just open up and bring your arms parallel to the floor. So now you're in a twisted lunge. Really good. And then you can bring your hands into a prayer position, stay in the twist, and just hook your elbow over your right knee. And then try to first give your spine some length and then twist to protect your lumbar spine. Really good. And then try to tuck your toes and just try, if you fall out, come back in again. Doesn't matter. You can look to your foot to give yourself a bit more stability and balance. And then lift the back heel up, the back knee, sorry. And now we're in a high lunge, in a prayer. Really good. And then shift your way to your front leg, to your right leg. And then try to make a big step all the way up to meet the front for your twisted chair. Really good. And then we release the hands, come all the way up, bring the left leg all the way up too. So now we're standing on our right leg. I turn so you can see me better. And then bring your ankle onto your right leg, over your knee, not on the knee, over the knee. And then try to come a bit more lower, bend your right leg. For some of you, this is all, that's perfect. Just work on opening your hip. If you're really flexible, you can come all the way down, place your hands on the floor, but there's no need to. You can just stay here, try to balance it out. Feel the opening and the external rotation in your hips. And then just stay here for one more inhalation and exhalation. Inhale, you can come up, stay on your right leg and just extend the left leg behind you and lean forward with your upper body for your warrior 3 on the right side. It's totally okay if you want to place your toes to the ground. You have the same sensation in your right leg. But just try to find balance here. You can extend your arms or bring them behind you or in prayer position, whatever feels good to give yourself balance and space. And then we bend in the right leg and slowly, really slowly, mindfully, bring the back foot to the ground and sit steep for your high lunge. Here we are again. Inhale here and exhale. We do the same thing as we did in tabletop. Bring the arms behind us for airplane arms, lean forward. And then inhale up, make cactus arms, so open your arms, I'm just showing you, and opening your heart. And then exhale, we lean forward again for airplane arms. Try to keep your legs nice and strong and stable. Inhale, cactus your arms, and exhale, lean forward. If you want to lower the knee, you always can. Inhale, cactus arms, one more time, and exhale, lean forward. And then bring your palms to the floor. Step back into your plank position. Inhale here, and exhale, flow through your vinyasa, your version, onto your knees, half or completely down to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale, come into your downward facing dog. Really good, guys. You stay here. You always can take child's pose if this is too much for you. Just try. You can come to your heels, sit down low, or bring your hands behind you to give your shoulders some rest and your wrists. And then if you're ready, we flow to the other side. So come into your downward facing dog. When you're ready, then inhale and bring your left leg up to the sky. And when you exhale, bring your knee to your nose, come into your plank position and round your back. Really squeeze it in. Try to come a bit higher. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, knee to your right elbow. And if you want to give this side a chance, then try by bringing the foot outside of your mat and shift your weight to the left side. And if you want to, you can open your right arm up to the sky. Just try. If not, you can just stay here or with your knee to your elbow. And then slowly release. Inhale, bring your left foot up to the sky, hips still square. And then exhale, make a big step between your hands and lower the leg. Really good. Inhale, bring your arms over your head. And exhale, sit a bit lower. Inhale again. And then exhale, just bring your right hand to the mat. And if it's possible for you, then you can bring your left arm over your head too. If not, just keep it on the knee and twist to the left side. And then if you're ready, you inhale here, give yourself a bit more space. And exhale, push yourself up and bring your arms parallel to the floor for your twisted lower lunge. Really good. And then bring your hands into your prayer position. Stay in the twist, long in your spine. And then hook your right elbow over your left knee. And try to twist a bit more. Really good. And then tuck your toe. We tried here. The same thing, to lift the back knee up. Just try to keep the balance. If that's not possible for you, Then release your hands, bring your knee up, and then come back into your prayer position. Really, really good. We stay here, shift the weight into the left leg, and then we make a tiny step or one big step all the way to the front of your mat for your twisted chair. Really good. And then we release the arms, then all the way up and take the right leg with us. So we have a small bend in the left leg, just for stability and just to protect our knee joint. And then you can bring your leg over the left leg, your ankle over the knee, and bring your hands into your prayer position. And then you just try to bend the left knee, the left leg. Just try to keep open here. You are wherever you are, and that's good. Try to breathe. Really good. Maybe you can sit down a bit lower. Just try. And then inhale, come all the way up. Stay there on your left leg. And then bring your right leg behind you for your warrior 3. Doesn't matter if your leg is here, or all the way up. Just try to keep your upper body parallel to the floor and keep your hips square. You can use your arms wherever you need them to give yourself balance. And then, if you fall out, come right back in. And then you can bend your left leg and slowly bring your foot to the ground and land into your high lunge with your arms over your head. Then inhale here again and exhale, same as on the other side. Shift your weight forward, bring your arms behind you, lean forward. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, airplane your arms, lean forward. Your legs are so strong. Inhale up, cactus your arms. And exhale, lean forward. Inhale, cactus, open your heart, look up. And then exhale, lean forward. Really good. Inhale, again, cactus your arms. And when you exhale, you can plant your hands, step back, and we flow through another vinyasa here. So inhale here, exhale, lower down half, or all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra, upward facing dog. And then exhale, we don't go back into downward facing dog, we rest for just 1 second. Come into child's position like everyone. Bring your head to the floor and just try to catch up your breath. Maybe you've lost it during the sequence. It's the time now for you to catch it up again, to deepen your breathing. Maybe you can feel your heart beating. It's a good sign that you're alive, but maybe if your heartbeat is really fast, then try to get it a bit slower with every time you exhale, just to slow things down. And when you're ready, you slowly can come up again and press yourself back into your downward facing dog. Press your hips up to the sky, have a nice long spine, unclench your jaw. Try to keep on with your deep breathing. Really good. And then you just walk with your hands back to your feet and come into your forward fold. I change position so you can see me a bit better. And then you can bring your legs hip distance apart, or even wider than hip distance apart, maybe as wide as your mat. And point your toes out so that you have like a diagonal shape. And then just try to sit down like you would go into a squat position. And maybe this is where you are today, so that's perfect. Maybe it's possible for you to bring your elbows to your knees and bring your bum a bit more in, so that's not sticking out like a duck. Just try. And maybe you can try to come down even a bit more. Maybe you just wiggle around just to get used to this position. And if it's possible for you to be here, then try to give your spine some length that you're not here with a round back. So really try to be open and have a nice long spine, and then press your knees away with your elbows. So really have an active prayer position and press everything away. Really good. Just try. If you're here, then it's really intense for you right now. Stick with it. It's good. And then we breathe in here. Give us a bit more space. When you exhale, you can plant your hands to the floor and lift up your bum. Bring your feet parallel to them and just be in your forward fold. Then inhale, roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Come into standing position. Bring your hands and arms over your head. And then exhale. Bring your toes again to the outside and sit down low for your malasana, for your yogi squat. Inhale here. And exhale, we do the same thing. Plant your hands, bring your feet parallel. Come into your wide leg forward fold. And then inhale, roll all the way up, bring your arms over your head. And exhale, prayer position. Sit down low with your feet pointing out to the sides. One more time, inhale here. And then exhale, plant your hands. Come down, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. And exhale, sit down low. One more time. Really good, guys. And now, here's the fun part. I wasn't saying anything at the beginning because sometimes people are afraid. But don't worry. We try to get into crow pose, so in Bakasana. I show you some things you can do, and we all start at the same level. So if you're advanced and you can do crow and all the variations, have fun and just play around. I said you can place a cushion in front of you. We're not going straight away into crow pose, don't be afraid. We just playing around with our balance a bit. So we can do first the version where you are like in Malasana here, where we were like the whole time, the last 5 minutes, and bring your hands in front of you. Really spread your fingers wide and bring your hands in front of you. Try to keep your elbows in and to keep the shoulders away from the ears so they have a nice strong base. And then you can just stay here with your feet. I'll just show you for a second so that you can see. Just stay here, keep your hands in front of you, and then you just lean forward. There's no need to lift the legs. Just be here in this position with your elbows and arms bent, and the cushion is here to protect you if you should fall over, so that's why we need a cushion if you're starting to learn crow. And if you want to, you can try to just lift one foot up at a time, and then the other, and just try to find balance in this position. So just have fun playing around. If you fall, don't worry, it's okay. Just try it again and again and again, and someday it might work. So if you want to try to get a bit more to like the actual crow pose, like a bit more advanced version, then you still have your arms in front of you and everything is nice and strong, so that you have like maybe a 90-degree angle in your elbows. But bring your feet together. And the difference is now that we try to keep not the knees outside of the arm, but inside. So bring your bum up to the sky and then have your hands really nice and strong down on the mat. And then just open your knees so that when you open, your knee is behind your arm. And then we're not going into full crow yet. Just lean forward. You're still on your hands and on your knees, so no need to worry. Just stay here. It's already really hard for your core. And then just try to lift one leg up. Look forward, not down. It helps you with falling not on your nose. And then lift the left leg up. Really good. Just try a few more times, the right and the left. And then you can just release for a second if this is really hard. And then if you want to, we can try again. And maybe you just can try to lift your knees, not your knees, your feet, just for 1 second off the floor. So bring your feet together, hands and fingers are spread apart. Lift your bum, open your knees, and then bend your arms. Sometimes you forget when you lean forward to bend your arms just because you focus on your legs. So really be mindful and bend your arms, otherwise it's going to be really, really hard. And then maybe you're able just to lift the legs for a second. And if you're able to hold it longer, then go ahead and just stay here in your crow and squeeze everything in. So yeah, maybe it worked. If not, please don't worry. This takes a lot of practice. You can practice it every day, like for a few seconds, and then someday you are able to fly in your crow. Yeah, really good job, really good job. You can place away your cushion. If you want to play around a bit more, just do. We just take some time to release our wrists and just to calm down a bit. So I invite you just to stay here on your knees, on your heels for a second. Bring your palms together and bring your tops of the hands together. And then just go up and down to release your wrists. Just press them together, just so that you have another position with your wrists. Should feel really good. And then you can release, shake it out a bit, and then just come for a few seconds to your child's pose. So just lay down. Bring your hands behind you so that the tops of your palms, so that the tops of your hands on the mat, so your palm is facing up. And if you want to, you can open your legs just a bit so that your upper body and your belly have a bit of space. And then allow your shoulders and your hips to get really, really heavy. Really good. And just try to breathe. There's no need to force anything with your breathing. Just try to let go of any tension. Now it's a time where you can give yourself the permission just to relax and to slow down. You've done such a good job. This was a strong flow, so well done. And then you can slowly, really mindful, come back up and swing your legs to one side and then sit down on your bum. And then bring your hands under your knees. No need to worry, we don't go in dog pose. We just want to give our body a bit of support by laying down. So we lay down onto your mat. Try to do it as slow as you can. Really try to bring your low back, then your mid back, and then your up back down to the mat. really slow, really good. Then you can bring your knees to your chest, and this time give yourself a big hug. Give yourself and your body some love. Especially in this situation when you are alone at home and there's no one you can hug. You always can hug yourself. Feels strange maybe at first, but just try it. It's nice. Really good. And then you can release and bring your soles of the feet to the floor and try to bring them as close as you can so that you can almost touch your hands. So if you can touch your hands, just walk your feet like 5 centimeters away from your hands. And then try to press your shoulders down. Your hands are on the mat. And then we come into a tiny bridge pose. So press your upper back down into the mat and then lift your hips up and then lift your upper back, your mid back and your low back away from the ground. Your neck is still in the same position. You shouldn't feel any tension or pain. If you do, then come out a bit. And then try to press your legs together so that your knees don't go out to the sides. If you have a block or anything like that, you can place it between your knees just for a bit of support. If you want to, you can wiggle your shoulders a bit more around and down under your body. And then press yourself up a bit more. And then just stay here for a few seconds. And then slowly roll down first with your upper back, your mid back, and then your low back. Should be feeling really, really good. Release. You can let your knees fall down to the side just for a second, or rock from side to side so that your knees fall to the right and your knees fall to the left. Should be also feeling really, really good. And then you can come back to the middle and we do the bridge pose one more time. So have a nice strong foundation and then peel yourself up. First your hips, the low back, mid back, and then the upper back. Try to press into your feet. Try to keep the knees together and then just breathe. Your breath is always there for you. One more deep breath in. And exhale, let everything go and come down to your mat. Really, really good. And then you can bring your right leg, your right knee on top of the other. If you want to, you can wrap around for eagle legs. If that's not possible, don't worry, just leave it like that. And then you can bring your arms to the side and we just go in for a nice twist. So you can bring your legs to the left side and just stay here. And if it's okay for you and your neck is still okay, then you can bring your head, your gaze to the right side. If you want to, you can close your eyes and just let your body and gravity do all the work. You've done enough. And then just breathe. There's nothing more you need to do. Just breathe. And then you slowly come back up. Switch sides, bring the right foot down, bring the left leg over the right leg. If you want to, and it's possible, you can hook your left foot under the right. If not, just stay here. And then let your legs fall to the right. And look to the left side. Or close your eyes and just let your neck relax. Feel the nice twist in your spine. And then again, let your breath flow natural without forcing anything. And slowly come back to the middle. And then bring your feet and your knees close to your chest one more time. And then we round up the 60 minutes with a happy baby again. And maybe you can notice a difference. So open your knees, bring your hands to the outside edge of your feet or to your ankles, wherever it's possible for you today. And then you can lift your right leg up and then your left, or one foot at a time. You can play around, you can rock from side to side to give your lower back a massage. And try to push your lower back down into the mat. And just embrace this hip opening, which should feel a bit different than the beginning when we first started. Really good. And then slowly release, and then we go into our rest, into our shavasana. So if you want to get yourself some warm clothes, that's a time where you can do it. So if you want to grab something to make it extra comfy, then do. If not, then just lay down all the way. Your legs can just be as wide as your yoga mat or as wide as you fancy. And your feet just can fall to the outside, so there's no tension or anything. Your arms gently resting by your sides, your palm facing up, if that's okay for you. And your head just can relax in the middle. And then just try to relax your face, relax your jaw and clench your jaw. Try to relax the point between your eyebrows, your third eye. Close your eyes if you haven't already. And then just enjoy and embrace a few moments in silence. And take rest. And then slowly start into deepening your breathing. You can start to wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers to wake up your body in a really, really mindful way. You can make bigger movements, everything that feels good right now. You can stretch everything you want, everything you need right now to wake up your body. But don't rush. And if you're ready, you can roll to the right side of your mat. Feel the warmth of your body. Just stay here for a few seconds till you're ready to get up in a comfortable seated position. Try to keep your eyes closed, trust yourself. And then bring your hands together. And then keep your eyes still closed. And then we rub our palms together to create heat. Do it really, really fast until you have the feelings your palms are nice and warm. And if this is so, you can place your palms to your eyes so that everything is covered in darkness. But try to don't press your eyeballs, please. And then open your eyes to the darkness. And then maybe you let some light flickering in. And then you can release your hands, look into your palms. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. And then I thank you for practicing with me. You can thank yourself that you've taken the time to practice the 60 minutes in the morning on the weekend. So thank you. Namaste. So thank you for everyone practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're relaxed now. You can be really proud of yourself today. And I hope I see you next time. Until then, have a nice day and stay healthy. Bye.